recommend you get an overseas hair vendor and an in-states hair vendor. Why? Because first of all, Donald doing all this tariffs and shit. And if y'all don't know what that is, that's the Tea Party. And if you don't know what the Tea Party is, it basically means that this the club and everybody else who want to get in the club gotta pay some extra money. When the club used to be free to get in, child. What's good, y'all? It's your girl Layaluxuries, and I'm back with another video. And as you can tell, this video looks a little more relaxed, a little more laid back, and that's because I want this to feel like a FaceTime. So I'm barely gonna pay y'all any mind. Y'all just gotta listen to what I got to say. And the vibe that I'm on, I don't know. I want, of course, we're gonna talk about business, but I feel like business is such a serious thing. Everybody who makes videos about business be like serious. And I don't know, business is hard enough by itself. So for me to just sit up here and make it even harder when it's already hard, I don't know. Using big words to overcomplicate shit. No, we ain't trying to do all that. So this video I'm gonna try to do as little editing as possible and just make this as smooth sailing as possible. But I got my iPad here so that I can stay on topic and let y'all know so y'all can actually get the information in. But that's just vibe. I'm making my matcha while we discuss everything. The matcha I use, y'all, is this y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Alright, y'all. So imagine you just FaceTime me and was like, bro, this job suck. I'm bored. I need something to do. I need some extra money. We in a recession. Whatever going on in your life, and you just feel like you need to make some more money, child, let me help you. So, as y'all do know, and if you don't know, I'm just gonna tell you, the beauty industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Literally, there is money everywhere. Everybody wanna look better than what they already look. Everybody wanna accessorize. Everybody wanna feel good, because if you look good, you feel good. So if you was thinking about starting up a business in anywhere, I suggest you either start somewhere where it's something that's necessary and needed, whether that's like toilet tissue, water, shit like that. Something that people are always gonna need, or something that people are always gonna want, because then you'll never go out of business. But if you go with the wants instead of the needs, you're gonna have to keep up with the trends. Don't mind this, we on FaceTime. So I can come on here without my nails being done. I'm gonna teach y'all how to start selling hair with $0 startup. Really, you can start any business using this formula that I have, but hair is my expertise, of course, so that's what I'm gonna teach you. If you hear my child in the background, remember, we on FaceTime. I can't get rid of that, baby. The formula that I have for you is just 4 simple things that you're gonna need in order to start selling hair. That's social media. That's going to be your marketing outlet, because people can't buy what they don't know about. Simple as that. Next, you're going to need a website. This is where you're going to be processing your payments, somewhere that looks safe for people to buy, because again, people buy whether or not they trust you. So if we don't know you, we need to build as much trust as possible. Number 3, we also need, obviously, a vendor. You ain't getting this hair yourself, so we need someone who actually has the hair. And lastly, you're gonna need a side hustle or a job. I know that sounds counterproductive, like the point of getting a business is to not have to work a job. Whatever, you'll see why you need one in a minute. Is that matcha too bright? Definitely too bright. Starting with number 1, you're gonna need those social media accounts. That means Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Whatever social media account. I don't know how you gonna sell something on Snapchat, but if you can figure it out, go ahead and do it. But I would suggest you go ahead and you claim every social media account you could think of with your name on it, which also means you need a what? Company name. My name Leia, so let's just talk about me. Nobody buying Slave Hair by Leia. Leia the Hair Slayer. Leia the whatever. Y'all not rappers. Just come up with something. It can be catchy, but let's try to make it classy. What is this shit nasty? Y'all, that's actually fire. That's up there with Dunkin', because Starbucks matcha is nasty. That's actually fire. fire. Oh, y'all need my recipe. Okay, we're doing something. Company name. You need a company name that sounds good, something that's kind of luxurious, something that appeals to your target audience. So if you're going for ghetto, then get a ghetto name. If you're going for luxury, get a luxury name. If you're going for affordable, get an affordable name. Yeah, that's your name. And just a tip, if you happen to have a name that's taken or used or something by somebody else, you can either message that account to try to get a hold of that name, or message the platform owner, so like Instagram directly or Facebook directly, to try to get the account name if that account isn't being used, or just come up with something similar. But when I say similar, like my name is Layaluxuries. I don't recommend going in and put Laya_dot_luxuries dot da da. The underscores and the dots, it's too complicated. People are simple. They want to be able to quickly pull you up, quickly find you, quickly add to cart, quickly buy. If it's not quick, baby, they just gonna give up. Everybody attention span, little as hell. So make it simple. So if mine is Layaluxuries is taken, I would say the Layaluxuries, or Layaluxuries Studio, or Layaluxuries Hair. You know, something like that that still keeps it on brand, and you're still able to build off of that. That way, whenever you come up, you can go on and take this shit from me. You also want to use a name that's not being used. So if you got a hair company called Slayed Edges, and then there's 3 other hair companies, or even 1 other hair company called Slayed Edges, if they know how to market their shit better than you, people are gonna Google Slayed Edges, and instead of finding you, they're gonna find them. So you need to have a unique name. But to check if other people have your name, go to GoDaddy.com and just type it in. They'll let you know what's available to you. And then when you go to Google, type it in as well to see what pops up first. If you go on Google and you type in Layaluxuries just as is, and you've never heard of me before, you're still gonna see me pop up first, because there is nobody like the Layaluxuries. You feel me? So now that we got your name out the way, we got your social media platforms out the way, this is also gonna be where you market at. Marketing is key. Marketing means people need to find you. Unless your ass finna go door to door, post that content. Unless you finna run your mouth and go talk to people every day, post that content. Unless you only plan on making sales from the people that you meet instead of making thousands of sales from the people you've never seen before, post that content. You need to post content. It's the most annoying shit ever. I hate doing it. I can't stand it. That's the way we gotta do everything now, but it is what it is. I just gotta get with it because we need this money by tomorrow. Moving on. Like I said, this is free, so social media is obviously free. You can go and download, make your apps, make your accounts, all that shit for free. Website. That's a little different. I haven't seen free website builders in a minute. Wix used to be one of them. I don't think that they're one of them now. I use Shopify. That's honestly the best one. TikTok Shop. Although it's not a website, it is a trusted platform that people would buy off of. So if you're gonna use TikTok as your marketing platform, like your TikTok account, I would use TikTok Shop for where you sell your products at. Simply because I've seen that work so much, and it's also less hassle on you. But if you're not using TikTok as your main social media platform, which I'm not, Instagram is my main social media platform, I use Shopify. Shopify is a huge brand that a lot of people use, but I don't know. Shopify also, I've tried Wix, I've tried different websites. I even tried, what's that one? It's one ghetto ass name, Cartel something Cartel. It was a website building thing that went viral because they were free. And it said something Cartel. It gave so ghetto, I'm not gonna lie. But everybody was using it for a period of time, especially everybody selling hair was using it. I think that's because Bougie Barbie said too, and she was using it at one point. I don't know, but I tried it. I didn't really like it as far as for what I was trying to do for my website and how I wanted it to look, or I just didn't know how to work it. Child, I don't know. But I use Shopify. Now, Shopify does have a free trial. Most website building companies have free trials. Utilize that free trial and treat that free trial like a deadline. Like if they give you 30 days, I think Shopify only give you like 7 days now. But I'm gonna give you a referral link for signing up through what I have, and maybe they'll give you longer. I don't know, child. But some of them do give you 30 days. Tell yourself you got 30 days to make X amount of money so that you can pay for your subscriptions and all this other stuff. And that way it still feel like it was free because you didn't have that money before, but you got it now. Is this still recording? Bit. I know that's right. I know that's right, storage. Because I sure didn't have none before we started. Next. Also, the purpose in a website is if you are selling hair and you're doing everything through Instagram or whatever, and then you find someone who actually wants to buy from you. Like I said, you need somewhere to process your payments. Me personally, girl, hair is expensive. You know that, right? I'm not sending you $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $1,200 through Apple Pay, nor Cash App, nor Zelle. Come on now. No, baby, you guys to get up and get yourself something that looks legit, because it's too much scams going on. It's too much this, and that. And unless I know you, I'm not just going to hand you my money just any kind of way. I need this to be a secured, safe payment transaction so that should I not get my product and you turn out to be a terrible person, I can get my shit back. Big dispute. I ain't disputing no Apple Pay, and I done Apple paid you some money. They are not sending that money back, and I'm not gonna play with you like that. That's the point in a website. You need something where people feel comfortable spending hundreds of dollars with you, because that's the goal. At least that's my goal. When I started selling hair, I wanted to sell the big ticket items. I'm not trying to just make an extra $50 or whatever. I'm trying to make an extra couple $100 off every single order so that I'm maximizing how much money I get without having to do so much work, which we're gonna get into that with the hair vendors. But just think about it this way. The entire steps of your business, think about what makes you buy from hair companies. What do their social media platforms look like? What do their website look like? Do they have a website? Would you buy from somebody who don't have a website? Would you feel comfortable doing that and you don't know this person at all? In this day and age, you do that shit, you brave as hell. Next, hair vendor. We almost done. I recommend you get an overseas hair vendor and an in-states hair vendor. Why? Because first of all, Donald doing all this tariffs and shit. And if y'all don't know what that is, that's the Tea Party. And if you don't know what the Tea Party is, it basically means that this the club and everybody else who want to get in the club gotta pay some extra money. When the club used to be free to get in, child. Now that I gave you that quick little history lesson, yeah, it makes doing business overseas just a smidge harder because, again, this isn't the first time he tried this, and I don't believe this is the first time in history that it's been tried and always been reversed. I think it's just a politician move. I don't think it'll last, but just in case, as a business owner, you need a plan B. If you can't get these people their hair from overseas because it costs too much to bring it in, you need to be able to have somebody in states quicker to be able to just go ahead and, all right, temporarily, you know what I'm saying, this is what I'm going to give you. And the quality should be the same. You do your research, you make sure the quality is just as good so that people don't feel like, oh, last week shit was bomb and now 2 weeks later she gave me some trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, consistency is key. People will keep coming as long as you're consistent with what you deliver. And then the only difference with overseas and in-states vendors, in-states, obviously it's going to cost you more. Obviously. In-states knows their worth. What a US dollar over there is worth is a whole lot more than what it is over here. So just expect a huge price increase. But if you find a good one, you still should be able to profit either way it goes. The point is to still profit. You don't want to go into business and then it's eating up all your money, because what are you doing? Giving out shit for free? No. This is so freaking good. I can't believe it. I'm finna open up me a matcha shop. All right. So, as far as vendors goes, where you can find them, 3 places. 1, I got a hair vendors list. When you click the link down below, you'll be able to purchase my hair vendor list for $20. All hair vendors, you can get virgin hair, you can get HD wigs, frontals, closures, lace glue, wax sticks, headbands, lashes, shampoo, conditioner. Baby, everything. My vendors are pretty much a one-stop shop, each one on their own. The vendors list has 10 vendors, but I only did 10 because you don't need a bunch of them. Every vendor that I put in there, they will package your product, they will ship it out to your customers, they will do your custom logos for you. They also have so many different products within what they sell that you will be able to diversify your business as time goes on. Say you start with just bundles with them, they also offer wigs, frontals, closures, lace glue, all these different kinds of things, to where if you wanted to continue and say, oh, well, now we're going to be offering this. Now we're going to be making kits. Whenever we sell you a wig, we'll give you a full kit to install it at home, a little DIY project. That's a good idea. Y'all can steal that if y'all want to, just this one time. If you want to upgrade your business, diversify it, keep the longevity going, you don't have to keep switching from vendor to vendor to vendor. You can actually build an entire relationship for years to go on. All these vendors I've been giving y'all, I've been with them for 6+ years. And I've only tried so many different vendors because, well, it's kind of my job too. So that I can do stuff like this and be able to show y'all what works and what doesn't. But each one of them, I found them to be consistent when it comes to business. The only time it felt inconsistent was, of course, during COVID. And then after that was over, we was all good again. If you want to invest just a little bit of money just to save yourself a lot of time, because it ain't just a little time it's going to take for you to find a good vendor. It's going to take you some time. Then just spend the $20 and you go to Layaluxuries.com and you go and buy it. But if you want to be big, strong, and independent, and you want to do this all by yourself, power to you, girl. I'm gonna tell you how. There's 3 ways you can find vendors. You can find them through social media. That is okay, but you're not gonna get the best price there. You can find them through Google. Definitely not gonna get the best price there, because when you Google it, all you're gonna find is a website where they're selling it, and their website price is gonna be pretty much what it's priced as if you were to sell it yourself. So unless you finna overprice your products, I don't recommend that. Alibaba is where I recommend. That's where I found all of mine. But Alibaba is not where I will stop. You go to Alibaba to find them, but you have to dig deep through Alibaba, because you're gonna go through so many hustlers and scammers on there. When I say hustlers, I mean hustlers. I mean, I wanna say at least 60% of the pictures and videos that you find on Alibaba are stolen. They're fake, they're taken from some other company or somebody on Instagram. And then because they understand marketing and they understand that people buy with their eyes, whatever looks pretty, you're just gonna click buy because you get too excited. They steal those pictures, baby. And then they put them up there so that when your excited self get over there, you can be like, oh, this looks so good, I'm finna buy it. And then you get some bullshit. It's because it was never theirs. And do you think they care? No. They got a family to feed. That is all they worried about, child. So do not fall for those schemes. I'm gonna give you a couple of tips to help you, but honestly, I did so much research into finding real, genuine Alibaba vendors that I talked to a lady from over there, and she told me what to look for. And she wasn't selling hair. She was selling, what the hell was she selling? I don't know, vacuums or something. She was selling something else. But the point is, the information is still information. You can learn how to sell and market and do all these, starting a business. You can learn that from anybody. Take that formula and just apply it to what works for you. So for her, it was just how to source out reliable and real vendors from Alibaba. Here's an example. In Alibaba, we'll categorize these people into 2 different types of companies. You'll get the warehouse people. These are the manufacturers. These are the people who actually have the product. They made the product. They putting it together. It's about 100 workers in there, something like that. They're an actual warehouse. And then you got the middlemen. These middlemen basically do what you do, except it's no point in going through them, because they're pretty much just an office of about, I don't know, 5-10 people, and they just sitting in there in their little cubicle with a bunch of computers and about 3 bundles, and they're gonna take the product from the warehouse, times it by about 3. You want what? Okay, go sit down first. Mommy gonna bring it, okay? They're gonna buy all of their products from the warehouse for cheaper, double it or triple it, and then they're gonna resell it again to you as if they're the warehouse. What's the point of going through them? Nothing. But if you don't know no better and you just sit there and you buy with your eyes, you're gonna buy from them. And the reason why you're gonna buy from them before you buy from the warehouse, not thinking about it, is because they're spending all their time learning marketing, mastering marketing, seeing what consumers want to buy, and they're applying it because they don't have to worry about actually putting the product together. They're just sitting on the computer all day. Versus the warehouse, their pictures might not look as good because they don't have time to sit there and take pretty pictures. They're literally trying to pump out thousands, hundreds of thousands of bundles every single day just to get it to all their customers. Use your brain, use your brain. But little stuff like that, even where they're located matters. You can tell a lot by where they're located. You can look them up, and when you look them up, you should know what to look for. But unless you comment below and you say, Leia, how do we source out a real vendor on Alibaba? I'm not making that video. You need to comment it down below, and then I will show y'all. I'm not gonna sell you the information. I ain't gonna charge you nothing for it, but you can at least comment, and then I'll give it to you. But mostly because I don't want this to be a super long, drawn out video, so I don't feel like telling y'all all of that right now, because it is a little lengthy and it can get a little tricky. So I'd rather sit down and talk to y'all about that once you ask me for it. But if you want to figure it out and test it and try it and see and think that you know, which you might know, but if you think you know, then try it. But if you waste some money, you waste some money, and that's on you. But that also brings me to my last point, which is get a job or a side hustle. Yes, it sounds counterproductive, but let's be for real. Unless you got crazy luck, an insane marketing strategy, or you just got people lined up to support you because you either got social media fans already or you know a bunch of people, baby, it's gonna take you a little bit of time. Business takes time to run, and it takes money to make money. Do we want to hear that? No. The point of this video is to show you it don't take no money to start making money, but it does take money to make money. And you might come up, you might get lucky, you might start this whole thing, put out your pictures and all this other stuff that your vendors send you, and people might buy just off of that. Just based off your website and how clean it looks, just based off your SEO, just based off what you done put out, your descriptions look so good, and you ain't got no product on hand, people might buy from you. But then again, they might not. So you need to get a side hustle, or you need to get you a job. And you need to take money from your job, put it aside. That's what you're going to invest in. Or get you a sugar daddy, get you somebody to just give you some money, go fund me. I don't give a damn what you get. You just need to get you some money. Because I would hope, friend, my sister, brother in Christ, that you want to buy this product before you sell it to these people and you don't know what the hell you're selling them. Don't you want to test the product? Hair samples, not cheap. I don't even care if it's just a regular small sample. It's not cheap. They may tell you, oh, sample 15 cents. You're like, damn, just 15 cents? Yeah, 15 cents. Shipping for that one little sample, $110. Because you're not going to waste my time like that. And they right. You shouldn't waste their time like that. But that's what you can expect. Just get you some money so that you can invest in yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with investing in yourself. Yes, it take a little bit of extra. But you got it. It's cool. Just vibe, twin. But that's honestly the end. Like, that's literally all you need to start selling hair. Heavy on the start. You get you some matcha. Because it's going to be a long journey. Should you decide to stay in business. It's going to be a long journey. And it's worth it. It is so worth it. I highly recommend that people who've always worked 9 to 5s start a business. Why? Because you know how to work. You know how to work. And all you got to do is apply what you learned as a worker into business. The whole thing about business, as far as mindset goes, in case y'all care about that shit, is to just get it done. As a business owner, your work is never really fully completed. So because of that, you just got to keep going. But creative people typically procrastinate more. They typically don't know how to organize themselves. They typically get lost or caught up in the creative process rather than the actual schematics of it all and how they need to market, they need to make content, they need to edit, they need to post, they need to talk, they need to show up to events, they gotta do this, this, and this, and that. And it can be overwhelming to a creative person because all you want to do is create. You don't want to have to do none of that other shit. And you can hire other people to do it, but I'm assuming the people who clicked on this video don't have all the extra funds to be putting together a whole team. And that's fine. If you're one of those people where you feel like you got a team of people already, like family or friends and stuff like that, I would say don't start your business with them. And it's not because I'm finna be one of those people that be like, oh, ain't nobody gonna really support you, ain't nobody really down for you, all that hating ass bitter shit. No, I don't think that at all. I just think that it's important that you learn to run every part of your business before you think that you big boss and start delegating shit. Because if you don't know how to do what you asking them to do, they're gonna mess it up. And you're gonna be mad for no reason because you don't even know what you asking them for. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, it's worth it. Do it. If you got a job already, you already on your way there. All you needed to know was the shit that I'm telling you. And if there's other things that you need to know that you feel like I'm missing, just ask me. I've been running my business officially since 2019. 2019 is when I got my LLC. That's when I graduated from cosmetology school. That's when I just started going. I was, man, what? And I went so far. And I also went nowhere. And I also went down below and wasted a bunch of money. I'm talking tens of thousands of dollars. I'm still thinking about that money to this day. But hey, it's all right. So I have a lot of experience and that's what I can offer to you. Also believe in free information. I feel like you can literally find all this stuff on the internet anyway. So to sit over there and be like, oh girl, I got the blueprint for $15, and all she gonna do is tell you what the fuck I just said. Hey, you wanna buy that blueprint, buy that blueprint. I understand selling vendors lists because I already did the work for you. But to sell the information on how to make your own vendors list or how to find a vendor, I don't think you should sell that type of information because why would you sell that type of information? You can literally find it on your own. Hell, you can find your own vendors, but how much is it worth though? That's it for this FaceTime call. I'm about to tend to this child. And yeah, call me back anytime. Comment below what you need our next FaceTime call to be about, and then we can go from there. But like, comment, share this video. If y'all want more videos like this, let me know. I actually like this. I enjoyed it. I recorded this off my freaking iPhone, y'all. And I got an expensive ass $1,400 camera sitting at the shop. But I decided, you know what? Let me show y'all how simple all of this is. Even with a baby, a freaking baby, a toddler at that. Toddlers are not worse because they're all amazing, wonderful gifts from God, but a toddler, while I sit over here and make this video and show y'all how to get some money, you can do it too. So, girl, close my, that's it. FaceTime call over. If you got kids, if you got dogs, if you got men running around there and they distracting you, you can still do it. Trust, because I'm still doing it. Not with all the men and shit, just to keep, you know what I mean.